Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at all you beautiful motherfuckers in here. Look at y'all. Let me just I'm gonna randomly just pick somebody in chat here. Saddle Tramp. Has anybody told you how beautiful you are? Has anybody told you how amazing you are? I don't know nothing about you. I don't know your life. I don't know nothing. I just picked you randomly, but I'm telling you right now that you are a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful motherfucker. Guaranteed. I know it. There are things about you. I can feel it. I can feel it. Dude, listen. Okay. Hold on. I think we got a new member, Patricia Sell. Thank you for joining. Yeah. So remember earlier we went over Cuckchurch's live stream where he was in his hotel room doing whatever he does. But and here's the thing, and I know some of you are like, man, why are you picking on Cuckchurch? Why? Well, dude, here's my thing about that. He decided to speak his mind on this whole Jared thing, and rightfully so. We're likely in very much agreement as far as this goes. But the thing about Cuckchurch is he still hasn't apologized to my friends. He still hasn't apologized to my friend Ick and Mel. He still has not apologized to my friend Xana May. He still hasn't apologized to Kylie Rodney's family for saying that she wasn't real. Yeah, dude. Listen. But here's something that happened though. There's a friend of this channel, a very good friend that you guys know. Many of you know anyway. That channel's name is Burnt Toast. And before I get into that, let me just set this up real quick. So Cuckchurch went live. I covered it. We went over it. And people were saying, but he went live before. And I went and looked for it and I couldn't find it. But see, this friend of our channel, Burnt Toast, is a very crafty individual. And she recorded it and sent it to me before he managed to put it on private. And we're going to watch it. And like I said, this is a reaction. I haven't even watched this yet, but I got to know why he put it on private, because I've still never seen this dude put any videos on private. He's usually very good. And no matter how crazy he sounds, no matter how ridiculous he sounds, he doesn't put his videos on private. So I got to know why this video was the one that he put on private. Oh, Burnt Toast. Well done. Well done. So, yeah, we're going to go over that. Is the sound okay, guys?
Fuck.
Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's mad.
You little fucking weirdo. Ain't nobody back here. What up, Skins?
What up?
Hold up. I'm finna pull in this parking spot.
Okay, cool. Pull in your pocket spot, homie.
They just deleted my fucking post on Instagram. Well, where I was being like a yada 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 whatever. Anyway, hang on. I'm in a town I ain't never been in. I'm watching everybody. Let me pull over here right quick.
Telling you.
Well, hell yeah, leave you death fluid just sitting there then, cuz.
Last one to hit the like rides that stash. Come on, Ryan. What you doing, buddy?
All right.
Parking? Yeah, I know. You got to concentrate. I got it.
Dude. Why'd they delete my post? Because they don't want nobody to see what the fuck I think.
Thank you, Patricia Sell. Thank you so much.
What's up, Rob? All right, so who has seen all the shit about Jared from AWP?
Right
I'm great. I'm fucking great. When you don't lie, you get to live life great. When you're not a fucking freak and a weirdo, you can live life great.
This is absolutely true. It's absolutely true. Life is so much easier when you're not a liar, because when you lie, you got to keep up with the lies. It's a lot of work. Like, I'm really, honestly, I'm an honest guy simply because I'm fucking lazy. Simply because I'm fucking lazy.
Have y'all seen the shit about Jared from AWP?
Yeah, dude. We all seen it. We saw it way before you.
No, you haven't? Okay, well, you know, apparently he fucking raped a fucking 9-year-old girl when he was fucking 17 years old.
Yeah, he totally did.
AWP is Adventures with fucking Purpose.
Adventures with Pedos.
No, everybody's talking about it right now. There's documents, bro. There is people coming out telling their stories and all this shit. And I feel fucking goddamn betrayed by this fucking Jarrett dude. I don't know this
Really?
motherfucker, but I know I.
And how many motherfuckers feel betrayed by you? How many of your fans feel betrayed by you for lying, making crazy shit up? Yet you have not apologized yet. Cynthia Marie, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it.
Seen him pulling cars out of motherfucking water and doing something good. And I seen that.
This motherfucker, hold on. Tatted Jedi. How does he make music when he sounds like he always has marbles in his mouth? Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness.
He had a donation thing, so you know me being up church, you know, they're seeing people do some good shit, you know, and this being his fucking whole shit, this Jared dude, I donated $100,000.
$100,000.
Jared's the one that you don't ever fucking see, and that's why you don't see him, I guess.
That's why you don't see him.
Yeah, his sister and his cousin.
That's not true, actually. This is how closely he followed the Kylie Rodney case, because he was on panel with the fucking guy, like on Zav Girl's fucking channel. Like he was literally on panel with Jared talking to him, and Jared thanked him. Jared thanked him for getting him more subs directly. So, dude, really? Like,
who is he? He's the guy that runs AWP. Any proof? Yeah, dude. There's goddamn there's documents and stuff. Hey, this shit's people been talking about this for days. Don't
that's true. People have been talking about it for days.
don't be. Oh, is it true? Hey, I sit back and I watch and I wait for shit to come out so I can see if it's true, because the whole internet's full of shit anyway, right? Well,
yes, and you are a fantastic contributor to that, Cuckchurch. An amazing contributor to the internet being total bullshit. Yeah.
This has actual fucking documents. This has motherfucking emails. And apparently it was more than one person. Yeah, dude. You know what I was doing when I was 17? I was chasing fucking 37-year-old MILFs. I was trying to get into bars. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. When I was 17, I was just fantasizing about MILFs. Like, I wasn't getting any. And I didn't have the guts to like chase them.
Yeah. Go look it up. Type in AWP Jared, and I'm sure it'll fucking pop up.
Not
What?
really.
I feel bad for the fucking people that was working.
Interesting thing about this is, well, actually, let me look that up real quick. I don't think that that any mainstream media has covered this yet. News. Ooh, okay. Law and Crime covered it. Oh, and another okay. Yeah. All right. So there's a couple of some, I don't know. I guess it's Portland. But yeah, mainstream media is picking it up. It's happening. But not much. Law and Crime did something on it, and KOIN6 posted something 34 minutes ago. And I'm gonna go ahead and hold on a second, real quick. I'll go over that when this is over. All right, back to Cuckchurch.
And around them that didn't know this shit, whoever those people are.
So far, I'm not understanding why he made it private. Like, I don't get it.
So, Jared, I'm not going to drag this out. I ain't got time for this fucking shit. But here's what I do know. I know that I donated $100,000 motherfucking dollars to your motherfucking company, cuz. Yeah, there's court documents, motherfucker. You can go look them up. All I know is I donated $100,000 to your shit because you was out here, oh, we're helping people, this, that, and the other. That's fine. Y'all was. But you're a fucking weirdo, Jared.
Sean,
and I read the fucking emails when you was messaging back your cousin. I read them.
We all
and
did.
You're over here talking about, well, you know what? What's in the past is in the past, and I hope we can grow from this. Yo, fuck you, dude. If I ever see you, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out, dude. For real. I ain't scared of you, dog. I mean, look what kind of person you are. You don't scare nobody. Nobody over here, cuz. Hey, here's what I know. Here's what the fuck I know, Jared.
What do you know, bro?
I want my $100,000 back, you fucking weirdo.
Ooh, he wants it back.
Fuck your legal team. I don't give a fuck about your legal team. What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna cease and desist, man. Cease and desist these motherfucking nuts, cuz.
Thank you, sweet Baya.
Cease and desist these motherfucking nuts. The way that you replied to your cousin or whatever.
Hold on a second.
Hey, here's what I know. Here's what the fuck I know, Jared.
What do you fucking know, Ryan?
I want my $100,000 back, you fucking weirdo. Fuck your legal team. I don't give a fuck about your legal team. What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna cease and desist, man. Cease and desist these motherfucking nuts, cuz.
See that right there. Like I said, I feel like, I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'm simply just speculating, guessing that Ryan Upchurch has gone quiet after being the loudest motherfucker on YouTube about the Kylie Rodney case and spinning insane narratives about the Kylie Rodney case. I feel like he got slapped with a C&D by somebody. I don't know if somebody did or not, but that would make sense to me because he was the loudest on YouTube about it. So yeah.
Cease and desist these motherfucking nuts. The way that you replied to your
I gotta be honest. It's kind of difficult to make fun of him because I agree with everything that he's saying pretty much. It's just that it's him. He sounds so stupid. But I agree with him. You know what I mean? Like, dude, listen. I've been slapped with C&Ds before, and I wipe my ass with them. I don't give a fuck. Like, what are you gonna sue me for? I don't have any money. I don't have any assets. Like, you're never gonna like shut me up because you're never gonna get anything from me if you even win in court. Like, I mean, so yeah, I wipe my ass with C&Ds.
Cousin or whatever that you did the weird shit to when she was 9. I don't give a fuck if it was 100 fucking years later, motherfucker. It don't matter. You still done that shit.
True.
You still done it. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter if it's 1,000 years later. You still done it.
Wow. He's big mad.
Yeah, he's been indicted and everything, y'all. And I want my $100,000 back, you little bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck your fucking legal team.
Okay, that's it. I mean, yeah, that's it. I don't know why he made it private though. I'm curious if there's legal reasons why he decided to make that private. Maybe he actually got scared of Jared's legal team. Who knows? But it'd be interesting because here I am looking at the idea of there being some sort of legal battle between Ryan Upchurch and Jared Lysick, however the fuck you say his last name, Jared Pedo. I'm curious to see something happen between the two of them. I think that it would be really funny, and it's gonna make for some really good content. Here, see me twisting my Ryan Upchurch mustache. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see what let's see what this article says. Because finally a local mainstream media source decided to cover the Jared crap. Adventures with Purpose founder Jared Lysick faces child rape charges in Utah. Portland, Oregon. Jared Lysick, founding member of the search and recovery dive team Adventures with Pedos, based in Bend, Oregon, is accused of raping a child in Utah. The state of Utah filed criminal charges against the 47-year-old on Wednesday, November 3rd, in Sanpete County, Utah, where the crimes were allegedly committed in 1992. Lysick is facing 2 counts of first-degree rape of a child. Documents obtained by KOIN 6 News revealed. According to court documents, Lysick forced himself onto the victim, who was between the age of 9 and 10, on 2 different occasions. Court documents state it happened on or between October 1st, 1992 and November 1st, 1992, and on or between January 1st, 1992 and December 31st, 1992. Utah does not have a statute of limitation for prosecuting sex crimes, including rape. Adventures with Purpose was founded in 2019 and blah, 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 blah. Who cares? So, yeah, that's it. That's it. Nothing that we don't already know. Now, hashtag unsub AWP. Unsub AWP. I want everybody in every chat that you go to, hashtag unsub AWP. Every piece of social media that you go to, hashtag unsub AWP. We watched this dude, Doug, Mr. ZZ Top Beard, fail. We watched him make a statement about this situation, and big shocker, it was all about him. He didn't give a fuck about the victims. He didn't say anything to he didn't say anything as far as any sympathy or my heart goes out to them or anything of that nature. Everything was, well, what am I going to do? I'm a survivor. No, Jared's victims are survivors. Yeah. I'm a survivor. So make sure, we're going to move forward and we're going to keep helping victims, even though I don't fucking give a fuck about the victims that are directly involved in this situation. That the guy that I work for and kiss his ass has victimized. I don't give a fuck about them. I give a fuck about the victims that fucking I tend to help by finding metal stuff in the water. I find metal stuff in the water. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Doug, you fucking suck. Fuck you. You suck. I have no sympathy for that dude at all. None at all. Um, I haven't heard Nick put anything out. And Sam the Adventure Man. He has resurfaced, no pun intended. But he has resurfaced, and he emailed me and gave me the okay to put that live back up when Canceled Karen had interviewed him without his knowledge or consent, recorded a conversation that they had, and then she went ahead and aired it. And he was in my chat and said that he did not consent to it. But he emailed me, he said, go ahead and put it up. Remember that live? I said, yeah. Go ahead and put it up. So I did. It's in my community. Right on, motivated one-legger. I love being in Tennessee. I'm not from Tennessee, but I'm a proud Tennessean. I love being in Tennessee. But yeah. So it's been an eventful day. I know Ick and Mail interviewed, I think the gentleman's name is Josh. And I was only able to watch a little bit of that. I could not. I'll go back and watch more of it. But and I'm not going to stream it. But I'm. Let's see. Diggs is a mod for Ick and Mel, and she says Sam the Adventure Man has resurfaced, and so many other divers have come out. Kevin speaking on the Canceled Karen betrayal tonight reminded me of your live. Oh, right on. Okay, so Kevin actually spoke up on that. Okay, so it was Kevin. It was not. Okay, cool. Josh did a premiere though, right? It was a guy named Josh that did the premiere. I think so. But yeah, we love Sam the Adventure Man here at the Glare. We're very, very proud of him. Very proud of the work that he went on continuing to do. And he canceled his I think he took down his YouTube channel, but I think he put it back up. And I hope that he does very well, because I think that his heart is definitely in the right place, and I would absolutely support him, and I would absolutely share his channel here to make sure that people are watching someone who's actually trying to help people and is doing it for the right reasons. So yeah, he would absolutely get my support, and I would hope that you guys would support him as well. And I see a lot of people showing Sam a lot of love here, so and Kevin too. I'd like to see Kevin get some love. And I still got faith in Nick, you know? I still got some faith in Nick. That was a mustache reference. That's a good joke. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, all right. I'll stop telling you what to do, Tatted Jedi, after I tell you to go fuck yourself. People, subscribe to the Geek Room. It's not true crime. It's just a fun channel. It's a lolcow channel, and they make fun of assholes and idiots, and it's really fun. So make sure to subscribe to the Geek Room. If you guys if you guys are familiar with Crude AF, he's back. He's part of the Geek Room. And like I always say, the best thing about Frank Crude AF is that he's not Josh Tatted Jedi. That's the best thing about him, just so you know. And make sure to sub to Burnt Toast's alt channel too, her main channel and her alt channel. Make sure to do that, because people are trying to take her down because she's just so good at what she does. Yeah, lock up Jared. Totally agree, man. Totally. Like, I can't wait. Dude, reading that email exchange between him and the hero, reading that email exchange is infuriating. It made me so mad. Uh, this is somebody who doesn't take any accountability for anything. He acts like he does, but he doesn't. He uses the guise of accountability to gaslight and victim blame. Oh, right on, Catherine. That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, I got no sympathy for Jared, and it's funny because um, I just like making fun of Ryan Upchurch, but I do agree with everything that he was saying. Pretty much, you know. I mean, I don't know if he actually gave $100,000 to them or not, but if he did, uh, you know, I don't know if he can get it back. And you know, I don't really give a shit if he gets it back or not. If I'm being totally honest, I don't care. I don't care if he gets it back. I'm actually hoping that there's going to be a legal battle between the two of them, and then I can just cover it. That's what I'm really hoping for. Yes, Crude is back on his channel. Yes. I'm so looking forward to seeing what happens with that $100,000. Yeah, full circle. Everything's coming full circle. Everything except Cuckchurch. Cuckchurch still owes Ickadmel an apology publicly. He still owes Zanime a public apology. And as long as he continues to put out videos on this shit, I'm going to keep talking about that because we here at the Glarer have not forgotten. We have not forgotten. Internet's forever, dude. So, yeah, I want to see an apology. As soon as he does that and then goes back to making his fucking shitty music, I'll stop talking about him. But $100,000, you gave $100,000 to a fucking pedo. After, listen, Cuckchurch, listen, dude, okay? And I want to be very, very clear about this, because I hope you're listening, and I know you're listening, by the way. But I hope that you take heed to my words right now. I tried to tell you. I have been saying this shit about AWP. I didn't know he was a fucking pedo. But these guys are opportunists. Doug and Jared are both opportunists. And I've been saying it forever. Since they surfaced. Since they showed up. Since they put out that video. I have been saying that these guys were opportunists. And you, simply because I called you out on your bullshit, you decided to just go the opposition and make a bunch of shit up because you didn't like what people were saying about you. So you passive aggressively threw a little temper tantrum and started making shit up about Kylie, saying she wasn't real and praising those guys. And all you got to do is listen. I offered, dude, if you're going to get in the true crime community, I offered to help. You didn't want to listen. And the offer still stands. But there's a price. Doug's statements, thank you, BC. Doug's statements came across as somebody, oh, real quick. I think we got a super chat. Doug's statement came across as someone who knows the house of cards is falling and his past will also be front and center shortly. He said he has a past and changed his life or something like that. Yeah. Everybody's fucking got a past and everybody changed their fucking life. Yeah. I don't care that he changed his life. When you rape a child and you're old enough to know that it's wrong, guess what, dude? You gotta pay the piper. I don't care if it's fucking 5 minutes later or 50 years later. You gotta pay the piper, Jared. It's how it works. It's how it is. Period. You don't get to go around raping kids, especially when you're old enough to know better. But yeah, Here it is. Cuckchurch. Listen, dude. And I'll even quit calling you Cuckchurch. But until then, you're Cuckchurch. But I will help you with true crime. If you're passionate about it, if you're genuinely passionate about it, you can contact me privately. But the price is you have to publicly apologize to Icked Mel. You have to publicly apologize to Zanime. And then we can work on cases together. I'd be more than happy to do that. I'd be more than happy. I think that the fact that you have a very large platform, you could do a lot of good, but you got to knock off the shit. You know, you got to knock off the craziness. Now, these last 2 videos that he's put out that in some way, shape, or form are involved in this community, I have no problem with. He hasn't said anything that I don't agree with, if I'm being totally honest. But I know that he's too proud to admit his wrongdoing. And yeah. Yeah, no, AWP absolutely screwed everything up on this story. And you know what's really fucked up is I was saying this and everybody's like, how dare you? They're heroes. It took the guy who founded the shit to be exposed for being a child molester, a child rapist. It took that for people to go, well, wait a minute. I guess AWP was irresponsible in the way that they handled the Kylie Rodney case. No, dude. Like, I put out the fucking evidence. I showed you. Tammy Dahlstra, thank you. It doesn't appear that their subs are not moving. Still at 2.8 million. What the fuck? Yeah, you know. But I mean, as this, you got to give it time. As this moves forward, you know. As this moves forward, you'll see. But thank you, Tammy. Like I said, you got to give this stuff time. Patricia Sell, I don't know what you need to apologize to Burnt Toast about, but you know, I think you just did. So, okay. I mean, I think you're good. So, yeah, Burnt Toast, Patricia Sell apologizes. I don't know what for, but yeah, she apologizes. And no, nobody needs to slap up Church. Stop it. He's, you know, I mean, he's, you know, like I said, when it comes to what he's saying as far as this situation goes, as far as the Jared thing goes, I agree with everything he's saying. You know, we're on the same page. But I haven't forgotten about how he handled the Kylie Rodney case, and he owes some apologies. He does. There's no escaping that. I haven't forgotten it, and I mean, whether or not Icked Mel has forgiven him or whatever, I don't know anything about that. That's between them. But he owes the community an apology. He owes the community a public apology to Icked Mel and to Zanime. Period. I mean, there's just no getting around that. But I'm not, you know, I'm not a bitter guy, you know. I'm not a spiteful person. I'm petty. I'm petty as fuck. But I'm not a spiteful guy, you know. I'm not out to get him. If I would actually respect him if he dug deep in here, you know, if he dug deep in here for the fortitude to find that apology and make it publicly, I would actually respect him, because that takes a lot, and I realize that it takes a lot. But there's no getting around it, because he he talked a lot. He got on everyone's panel, every shitty channel, every bottom feeding shit channel that you can think of. He got on their panels, and he spun all these crazy narratives and got his people all riled up. I thought it was really funny because Captain Cunt, who's his buddy, who he kept doing live streams with, showed up in Makeup Mobsters chat, and he was talking all this horrible stuff about AWP, and I was just like, dude, really? You're here? Now you're jumping on this bandwagon? Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. Sorry, I'm just looking at chat. A lot of people owe the Rodney family an apology, Mike M. I absolutely agree with you. A lot of people owe the Rodney family and her her loved ones, her friends. I mean, say what you want about Sammy Smith. Say what you want about her. I mean, she was really, really overzealous with attention, but it didn't make her guilty of a crime, So accusing her of a crime is fucking ridiculous because there was no evidence of it, I would say that she's included in people on the list of people that are owed an apology. Right. I mean, that's the thing is you got a guy like that, and he's just got an army of idiots behind him, just taking everything that Upchurch says as gospel. And it's really irresponsible to lead them down a path to where they're gonna victimize, even just verbally victimize innocent people. It's just not right. And he owes a lot of people an apology. Yeah, he definitely owes Jagger an apology. AWP owes Jagger an apology. They still didn't take accountability for that. They put out this bullshit statement after Kylie's autopsy results came out and became public. They put out this bullshit statement like, we never did this and we never did that. And it was just a fucking dodge of litigation is all it was. They were just trying to avoid litigation instead of just being like, hey, we're sorry if we led anybody to believe. They could have still avoided litigation without naming names and just been like, we're sorry if we led anybody to believe that somebody may have been guilty of a crime when we now know that there was no crime. It's just ridiculous, man. AWP's fucking garbage. They're shit. I mean, nobody's Cindy Blakey, nobody's faulting you for being a Ryan Upchurch fan. Nobody here's being faulted for being a Ryan Upchurch fan. You like what you like. That's cool. That's fine. But it doesn't take away from the fact that he was wrong in his actions. He inserted himself into this community and just behaved incredibly irresponsibly. A grown man. You know what I mean? Just a grown man who brags about having such a following, and he just led his following so irresponsibly. Well, Stephanie Gentry, yeah, but we're talking about kids, man. That doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, you weren't there, you don't know exactly what the situation was. And I get what you're saying. Like I would do whatever I could to make sure that my friend got home safe. In theory, sure, but you don't know what the situation was when at the time. I mean, you don't know. I'm not going to start throwing blame at people for Kylie's death. You know, she was responsible enough to have a driver's license. She knew not to drink and drive. I'm sure her mom taught her not to drink and drive, and she, you know, and this isn't victim blaming. It's just it. She's accountable for her own actions. She got behind the wheel of a car when she was not in the condition to do so. Um, Somebody probably told her that she shouldn't drive, and she probably did anyway. I mean, how many times have you been at a bar and seen somebody that shouldn't drive, but they got in their car and drove away anyway? Are you to blame because they got in an accident if they did? Is that your fault? No, no, it's not your fault. I mean, yeah, there should have been a better buddy system maybe going on, but that's not fair to blame teenagers who are having a party and they're just being teenagers who are only thinking about themselves at the time. That's what teenagers do. Teenagers are are by nature irresponsible and make bad decisions. It's just how it is. That's not fair to blame them. Nobody, they don't have custody of her. You know what I mean? They're not responsible for her. They're, you know, and her mom's not to blame either, because I mean, if if my kid if my kid was graduating high school, a year earlier than everybody else was, you know what I mean? Uh, and she showed every bit of sense of responsibility. Of course, I'm going to let her go and party with her friends that she's graduating with. Of course, I'm going to let her do that. Of course, I'm going to trust her with with the car that belongs to her, and I'm going to trust her to make good decisions. Unfortunately, sometimes teenagers make bad decisions. It's just how it is. Her mom's not to blame. Her mom did the right thing. You know, she was in touch with her. She was texting with her. She was thinking about her safety, but she trusted her to make good decisions because that's what she normally does. She's in the habit of making good decisions. You wouldn't be graduating high school earlier than everybody else if you weren't in the habit of making good decisions. Period. So these people that are blaming her mom I mean, yeah, those are just assholes. Like every YouTube channel out there that's still talking about this case and acting like there's some um AWP is trending on Twitter. Okay. Everybody that's acting like um oh wait, I got to see this. Hold on. I got some messages here. Okay. Yeah. So I don't really know how to Twitter. How do I check what's trending? Um, okay, 50 tweets in the last hour. Okay, so there's SF investigates. Um, all right. um, I did hit the little search. I mean, there's nothing new. It's just, I don't know if I'm supposed to be looking for anything specific, but yeah, I'm seeing just the SF investigates, who's been on this channel before. Um, yeah, it's just so disheartening when these people from AWP don't say anything in support of these victims. It's just so annoying, you know? Like, it's like these people are just all about themselves, man. And I don't, yeah. SF Investigate says we support the victims would have been nice. Um, the victim is the charging statement from Utah has suffered for 30 years. If you're going to talk to your selfie stick about how this sucks for you, at least acknowledge the pain the founder and face of AWP has caused this victim. Absolutely. I totally agree. Um, like, how fucking sad is it, that it's how fucking sad is it that it's only been YouTubers like Down the Rabbit Hole News and Mel and Cinema Shogun, you know, that YouTubers, for fuck's sake, that are showing these victims any type of sympathy or empathy at all. Why? Why is it that it's just YouTubers that are showing them any support? That's fucking crazy. I mean, I think it's great for YouTubers. I think it's great for a YouTuber's image. Sure, because we get such a bad rap. But especially considering all the bullshit that's going in Savannah right now. Well, I don't think anymore. I think Betty finally packed up and left. But they're getting such a we're all as YouTubers get such a bad reputation because of idiots like that in Savannah. And so it's great that you know in that sense, but it still sucks. You know what I mean? Like, it still fucking sucks that it's just us that are showing these victims any support. you know um it just fucking sucks, man. It's really disheartening. It's really disheartening. Yeah, man. Down the Rabbit Hole News, man. She was so kind. What a kind heart she has. Really, really grateful for um the way that she handled that interview. Yeah, no, me too. I mean, and I love that they were really careful about, like, hey, listen, like, be careful with these YouTubers, man. Like, there's some really fucked up people out there, with YouTube channels. Literally any asshole can fucking start a YouTube channel. Anybody can, So it was just I think we got a super chat. BC. Wonder if Ryan Upchurch would like to see the August email response I have from AWP that knew all about him and they didn't want to associate with him. They took his 100K. That's their integrity, folks. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's all they give a fuck about. uh Adventures of Purpose, all they give a fuck about is a paycheck, man. It's all they care about. They're gross. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, much love to um down the rabbit hole news and to Ick and Mel for the way that they supported those victims. Nina Marks, thank you so much. Did you see the Squirrel Girl video about Nick? Squirrel Girl, what is that? Is that a channel name? Is that on YouTube? There's Squirrel Girl. All right. Well, let's check this out. I mean, it's 45 minutes long. Squirrel Girl Crime Talk. Okay. I think I did kind of watch this a little bit, but I'm not seeing anything about Nick. She seems like a pretty intelligent person, to say the least. Go ahead and give that a like. But I mean, I'm not seeing anything like an interview with Nick or anything like that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. No, I didn't share it, Shauna, just because I didn't know what I was going to be sharing. So, um, oh, I hate you, Billy. um, yeah, I saw the resignation video. Yeah. She talked about the tow truck driver, Nick. She interviewed him, but I didn't see the interview. Am I like missing something here? Let me click on her channel. Yeah, I mean, Nick from shares his story about Kylie. What am I missing here? Where's the interview? Yeah, like I'm not seeing the interview. Where's the interview? Oh, yeah. See, I don't go by that shit. let me let me be abundantly clear, dude. Like you don't fucking interview somebody and nothing against her. I don't know her, I don't know anything about Squirrel Girl or whatever. But right, exactly, perfectly imperfect. I that's not, you don't fucking claim to interview somebody and then be like, yeah, I talked to them and this is what they said. And that's it, like um like I mean, I understand, like certain things where, you know, okay, I talked to this person and they did not want to go public and they told me certain things and take whatever I say here with a grain of salt. I understand that, because some people just want to remain private. Um, but I'm gonna ask, like, can I quote you on that? You know what I mean? And nine out of 10 times they're gonna say no, or else I talk to you publicly. Zanime, thank you so much. Squirrel Girl is restarting all of the BS that came towards all of us. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's no good. That's no good at all. Objection, hearsay. um, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, exactly. I'm not investing even like the slightest bit into that shit at all. I don't know that creator, so they don't have any credibility with me. There are certain creators that if they came out and they were like, I talked to this person, this is what they said, If you want to believe me, fine. If you don't, fine. There's certain creators that already have a certain credibility to where I'm going to be like, yeah, I believe them, but I don't fucking know her. Yeah, I don't have. The video of Josh. I didn't watch the entire thing. I mean, you guys want me to go over it? I can. I mean, I'm glad that he resigned, but yeah, I mean, I guess I could go over that if you guys want to hang out a little bit. How long is it? Sorry, there's ads. So, but I'm going to share this in a second. Okay, so Pete Davidson is doing Taco Bell commercials now. Great. All right. So, all right. Here, give me 1 second.
Should have been addressed by now, which we were all hoping for better leadership in this, which is why I have officially resigned from being part of the search team, which I don't need to mention. It's pretty obvious that I have been a part of in the past. I will live my life with integrity and morale and knowing that I did the right thing and made the right decision, which I hope you guys can support.
Okay. So this guy, okay,
hey guys,
so
Josh Cantu here.
For those of you who don't know, okay, this is Josh. He's a cameraman for Adventures with Purpose. And this is his official resignation video that he put out today. So we're gonna just go over that
with an update. You guys may know me for my behind the scenes content and my video work with the search team for the past year and a half. But there's some things that have been brought to the light that the team and I were not aware of, and not aware of until very, very recently. And
okay, so just to be clear, he's saying that the team was not aware until very recently. So all the questions as far as like, did the team know, he's answering that right now. So I find that interesting.
Okay with it. And it has created this avalanche of momentum, which it should have when it needed to, against certain things
I'm sure he did
allegedly have happened with someone that we trusted.
See, because I have two issues, folks. I have two issues. A, the obvious, which is Jared being a fucking pedophile piece of shit rapist. But B, the irresponsible behavior and actions that all of these grown men were a part of when it came to the Kylie Rodney case. So, excuse me. So, yeah, I think it's great that he's resigning, but I'd still like to see somebody take responsibility for that.
It is currently Tuesday, November 8th, 11:14. And I just wanted to come on here and try to tell you about Josh Cantu. So I am not going to be speaking about the things that one of our members and may be going through, because I'm not allowed to, which is fine. It's not my place, which is why I have officially resigned from being part of the search team, which I don't need to mention. It's pretty obvious, that I have been a part of in the past. If you are unaware of what is going on right now, that is because it has not hit the mainstream yet, because it is not proven yet in court, which is fine. And I'm not here to tell you if it is or is not true, because
let me just touch on that real quick, because I'm also one of those people that's very quick to say innocent until proven guilty. Sure. But we read those emails, and I read an absolute admission in writing from that asshole. That motherfucker's guilty. I don't give a fuck. I was texting with somebody about this and having a conversation about this with another creator. And I said, I remember telling them that's one jury that I would actually want to be on. I would want to be on that jury. I would never get picked to be on that jury because I would want to be on that jury.
Because I personally do not know, and it is not my business to talk about. But what I do know is that my reaction and the reaction of my teammates are not going to be sticking around to find out. We are pretty set on sticking to our morals, to our integrity.
See, I keep seeing that shit. People making comments like, "Oh, they did such good work. They did such good work." You know what? It's not good work when they victimize people in the process, and they victimized Jagger. They did, plain and simple. They did. They helped close an investigation, but they stirred a bunch of shit up in the process. They just did. There's no denying that. So I don't, I dismiss people at this point that's just like, well, they did such good work. Fuck out of my face with that.
Especially as fathers and just decent human beings.
Good night, anime.
But I do want to say that I do not condone the activities that have been reported, and
nobody
I think
does.
that justice needs to be served.
Nobody does.
If there's a case.
What do you mean if there's a case?
I'm a father.
He's been charged. What do you mean if there's a case? He's been charged, dude.
Of a 16-month-old baby girl, beautiful baby girl. And
congratulations.
The things that have been being said are,
I know he's young. I get
unacceptable.
I'm probably being too hard on him.
Unfathomable.
I know he's young.
Enraging.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to be kind of a dick here, but before I become a dick here, I am going to acknowledge the fact that he is young, and I don't know how I would have handled that situation if I was his age, and with his talent and knowledge. Well, no. Yeah, okay. Yes, Will, but you complain that they didn't say anything, and yet when they do, it still isn't good enough. That's because what they're saying isn't good enough. Period. Simple. Why aren't they apologizing to Jagger? Why aren't they apologizing to Kylie's loved ones in the way that they handled this when they victimized people in the process of, in my opinion, they disrespected Kylie in the process of finding her. They canceled out the good that they did by doing bad. Period. You know, and I'm gonna stand by that.
But the question is what can come out of this? I don't know. I know what we have. Starting with me, I know I'm a storyteller. I know I'm a videographer. I know I'm a man of integrity. I know I have skills. I come from an aquatic background as a lifeguard, swimming. I took a dive certification class back in 2012. So I have a background in loving to be underwater. I am not currently dive certified, but I showed interest in trying to become so. And I have shown a love for helping families receive the answers that they've been looking for when it comes to things that have happened in their lives that left them without answers. And me and other teammates that I've worked with have been very passionate about that momentum that we have been following, and we have fallen in love with being able to do that for these families. The path and opportunities that the last year has...
See, it's just so annoying to me, man, that everything that I've been saying for the last couple of months is now validated, but only validated because Jared raped his cousin. What the fuck is that? Like, can you guys understand how irritating that is for me, period? Like, it's can you guys understand that? Like, because now everything's being validated, and it's only because this dude turned out to be a rapist piece of shit. The fuck is that? You know? Yeah, and his sister, allegedly.
Has opened has been amazing. The work we've been able to do has been amazing. And honestly, in this last chapter, recent chapter, I mean, we were able to do it as creatively as we could.
Okay, but he contributed to it, Texas Angel. He contributed to it. He filmed it. He knew. You know what I mean? Like, he was part of the group. He knew. These are all grown men. And what Nick interview? What the fuck are you talking about? We just talked about the Nick interview. As far as I'm concerned, there was no Nick interview because I didn't hear one. I heard somebody talking about it. I heard somebody claiming that they had an interview, but I didn't hear the interview. Where's the interview? That's what an interview is. You talk to somebody and then you put it out there. That's an interview with their consent, by the way. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they knew about the irresponsible way that they handled the Kylie Rodney case. Yes. I'm not saying that they knew about Jared's actions when he was 17, 30 years ago. No. I'm not saying that they knew that. I want to be very clear about that. I'm not saying that. But they knew about the Kylie Rodney case, and they are absolutely and totally accountable in part for creating a narrative and spinning a narrative to where now there's a bunch of trash, shitty YouTube channels that are making tons of money off of exploiting Kylie's memory by saying that by creating a narrative that there was foul play. Jared said that he was in contact with law enforcement And he went on YouTube panels. Doug went on YouTube panels, and they are all like, yeah, we're in contact with law enforcement, blah, blah, blah. And yes, we absolutely believe there was foul play. Bullshit. Because there turned out to not be any foul play. And then when they put out a public statement, they dodged any accountability. They didn't apologize to anybody. They didn't take any responsibility. And so that's why I say fuck Adventures with Purpose. Fuck Jared for doing what he did to his cousin and allegedly his sister. But fuck Adventures with Purpose for what they did to Kylie Rodney's family and loved ones. Fuck them. Fuck them all for that.
What I mean by that is when your boss isn't there looking over your shoulder, and the people that you have, brought on your team to give you a certain type of talent and skill.
If that's the case, fine, cool. I mean, if that's the case, Lux, cool. That's fair. That's fair.
Art, we are able to do that in a better way when working together amongst friends and people you consider family. So the content that has been made from the last couple months has been really, really good and really fun to work with my teammates, but also really emotional and empowering and helpful. And I don't know if those stories will meet the light of day. I know that I myself have many stories of behind the scenes content.
And I don't want to ever be unfair, guys. I just assumed if he's a videographer for them, I assumed he was on the Kylie Rodney case. But if he wasn't, then he wasn't. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he videoed that interview or not with the tow truck driver or whatever. So I don't want to be unfair to anyone.
From me on the road with my friends. And I had many stories to tell for you guys. I have summer road trip, fall road trip, episodes I never got to but wanted to. Content. This is content that I was depending on for my family to share my stories with you guys and to possibly use it. What I mean by that is through YouTube, I am able to.
I mean, there's no way, unless proof comes out later, I'm never going to assume that these guys knew prior or beforehand of Jared's actions. So I'm not going to accuse them of that, So like I said, I want to be fair. But we won't know if I mean, there's no way to really know if they already knew. You know what I mean?
I'm able to make a paycheck. I'm able to provide for my family through YouTube. I work hard on it. I edit my own stuff. I make my own videos. I am maintaining my own channel. And what is happening right now leaves a lot of uncertainty for me and my family. More than a lot. But
I mean, you're going to be
the one thing that we decided.
Young man, you're a talented individual. Obviously, you're going to be fine. Your family's going to be okay. You're going to move on from this. Like, this isn't going to ruin you. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't rape a kid. So you're going to be okay.
Decided as friends is we have to be okay with putting that on the line, because this is a moment to stand.
I heard that, Gray.
And to stand up and to fight against things that we are not okay with. And I don't know where that will lead in the future for Josh Cantu and my videography company, Juke Motion Pictures, and my behind the scenes channel. But what I do know is that there is momentum. There's momentum. And the talent and the the skill that we all have naturally and the community that we have welcomed into our lives and into our hearts and shared our stories with and laughed with and worked hard for, that if there is a way to continue, whatever that means, we will work hard trying to find it. Now, I need you to understand that that is very difficult. And that is a battle. It's not as easy as just taking what you've learned and boom, the next day you're out, you know, fishing on the water. But there are certain things that you cannot coin. You cannot say as intellectual property. Like swimming.
Yeah, I don't think this is a bad kid. You know, I want to be clear about that. I think Doug's a piece of shit. I think Doug's a total piece of shit. But I don't think that this kid's bad.
Now, certain things I can't say, so it's difficult speaking candidly. I apologize. I am sorry to any person that can relate to what is going on.
Nice of you to join us, Cherry.
For anyone who has never
I'm just kidding. Thank you for being here.
Told the stories that they have in their own heart. And I do not put my name from here on forward with the empowerment of an individual who is capable of things that may or may not be true. And that is why I've left as a videographer with my previous employment as of this morning. And it is, like I said, Tuesday, November 8th.
Good move, dude.
So,
and like
momentum
I
has
said,
began.
man, like these guys can do good shit, man. You know, like, and I hope that they do, and I hope that they learn from their mistakes from the Kylie Rodney thing and don't repeat them. You know, that they don't blow their greed load too fast, and just, you know, really do some real good, like they know that they can and believe that they already do. And I think that they can, you know, and I think that, you know, this kid is young, man. He can totally kick ass. He's a talented, smart individual. And I'd like to see him succeed. I'd like to see him do great things. And I would be totally supportive of him if he did.
But that also leads to uncertainty. Now, what I can tell you is that I plan on keeping this channel and in the best of my ability, bringing some kind of content to you as a viewer. Now,
hold on. Real quick, I'm getting Doug vibes here. Okay? Now, I know a lot of people are going to get mad at me for this, including Cherry, but I'm getting Doug vibes here because still not hearing any kind words towards Jared's victims. None at all. But we're only halfway through. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see.
It's frustrating because I do have content that I own, that I filmed on my personal camera.
Great.
Without people in it that shouldn't be in it. Because our last trip, you know, was a separate trip. Then hopefully you know what I mean by that. Which is frustrating because the momentum that this team was building was really epic. Like, the fact that we were building out 2 rigs and trying to get
so did I miss
twice as many families.
Did I miss it? Anybody got a timestamp? Because I'll replay it and eat my words. I'll be happy to do that. If I missed it, if I was talking over it, I do apologize.
Helped. Was really epic, and we have some stories that I was very excited to show to you. And I don't know when they'll come out or if they'll come out, but they probably will.
Okay, give me a timestamp and I will replay it. And like I said, I will give him all the propers that are deserved.
But it's not as epic anymore. And it sucks because that momentum has to either be transferred into a different direction, or it stops, or it continues down the road with the best of its ability, which won't get very far, in my opinion. So I do know that I'm not the only one that feels like this. And it takes leadership in order to accomplish momentum in a movement. And you as the audience, you have the opportunity to put your eyes and your views and your time and attention on a good cause. Now, I am not able to continue with the torch alone. I would love to. I think I can be an amazing leader. I think I can tell great stories. I think creatively I can offer a lot. But it's going to take some very tricky and creative people. Not tricky, but some maneuvering, a little bit of juking in order to get something going that isn't squashable, because documents have been signed. With that said, I just wanted to be real with you guys, and I wanted to take a moment to try to address the issue that should have been addressed by now, which we were all hoping for better leadership in this. But it turns out the way it turns out. If you're looking for an official statement, besides from Josh Cantu, don't hold your breath.
Wow, that's bold.
And do with that as you may.
I'm going to be going over something else after this. I don't
regret my work
as
far
got
as
sent
being a
something.
videographer and the stories we've told. I think that our last year of work has been dealt with integrity. And I believe that the cases that we worked on, we did our absolute very best. And with the storytelling that was put forth, we put our heart into it and we gave it our all. You do have to understand that benefits comes into play.
I respectfully disagree with you, Natasha Richardson.
You know, a 501c3.
I respectfully disagree with you, Natasha Richardson. I think, you know, I don't think that he's done or said anything, at least not publicly, that we should not support this guy individually. We'll see.
You're dealing with storytelling for profit.
I don't think he's arrogant.
And I can't be against that, because with my behind the scenes channel, it makes me a paycheck. But what I can be against is the lack of integrity and the lack of morals and the lack of a heart that is striving right and wrong. And I think the team members that were put in place to do their very best did that. They did their very, very best. And I know that you guys witnessed that.
And you got to understand, he's young, he's impressionable, you know?
I can't put my stamp on future work after today. and I don't own the work that I've turned in already, which sucks. But I own this. You don't want to see it. I mean, they're funny stories, but it's of an era that's going to be in the past. So I will need to be creative in how to find my future. I don't know where that is, but my channel has 67,000 subscribers, which is a lot. Honestly, that's a great base for something. Let's say we can bump that up by the end of the year to 80,000. That's more than I've ever dreamed of having an audience for.
Wow, dude. Really, bro?
And I hope that you can connect with me as a person, as a father, as, you know, someone who is talented and creative and trustworthy, hopefully, that you think I am, because I am. I have a beautiful daughter and a beautiful family, and it's an honor to be able to show you our hearts and our lives and to trust you with that. So this sucks. It sucks because we had a good thing going for us. But the circumstances of what is playing out, you can't save that. You can't save it.
See, on the one hand, I'm like, okay, you know, you're a kid, and you know, you're paying for, you're having to pay for some dude that you work for's actions who sucks. I get that, you know, but on the other hand, it's like, is this the time to, like, you know, is this the right moment to plug your channel, bro? Really? You know, like,
Can't fix it. Can't undo it.
like, if these guys are all about victims, right? That's their whole thing, right? Why isn't he talking about them? You know, why is he, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm kind of torn. I'm kind of torn. You know, it's just not the right time to plug your channel, homie. You know, like, there's time for that. You'll be okay.
I do believe in forgiveness. I believe in the ability for someone to change and to grow. But that doesn't make you.
Yeah, Saddle Tramp, I'm not modding you. Like, I have the best mod on YouTube. And I haven't even needed a mod until she showed up anyway. So I appreciate the offer, but nope.
Make you innocent. Things you did in the past matter. I will live my life with integrity and morale and knowing that I did the right thing. I made the right decision, which I hope you guys can support. I don't have direction at this very moment, but if you trust me and you stay with me and you believe in the people that you've grown to love and care for, that we will not forsake you and we will not let you down.
Tata Jedi, you're only modded because I feel sorry for you. Shut up.
We need to figure out how to do what we need to do, which is going to be difficult. But if we come together with my friends, who you know.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Tata Jedi, like, you know, sometimes I mod people because they're ugly and life sucks for them. You're one of those people. You're ugly as fuck, dude.
It's possible. It's possible. But you have to understand it's not easy. All right. That's going to be it for now. Thanks for being here. Josh can too. And we'll figure out where to go from here. As my friend Doug said, there's light that has opened up. It may be winter.
Are you a can do or a can't do?
But spring has just begun. It's freeing, honestly.
I hate you.
Because sky's the limit. All right. Love you guys. Have a good day. Leave a comment. And
Yeah. Whatever. Hold on. We're gonna go over this. All right. We're gonna switch gears here, folks. We're gonna switch gears here, folks. Yeah, so
Peloton, this is my jam.
I don't know who the fuck this is.
They came up empty-handed, and I'm gonna bring in Carson McMaster. I don't know who he is, but hi Carson, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm actually the executive producer of Adventures with Purpose. I've been kind of listening into you guys.
What's going on?
So
with
I
your
thought
face,
that
bro?
I could maybe help clear up some information.
Yes, please.
You guys seem to be a little confused. One thing in particular is like the cash grab.
This guy's being so nice. Listen, Carson, homie, they're just fucking wrong because they're idiots. just so you know, Carson, homie, my man, they're fucking morons.
So one thing that I would like to clear up is we release all our videos to members first. And the reason for that is to thank them. Like, you can be a member for $5, $25, or however much you can donate. And that's to show, like, thank you. That's it. Like, all members get the same exact treatment. And then a few days later, it's released to the public. All our videos eventually get released to the public. So nothing's like YouTube Red, where people just have to pay all the time to watch our content. No, we don't want that. We don't want that at all. It's obviously to help us and support us being out on the road, because a tank of gas at the RV is really expensive.
Trust me. I know.
Oh my god, bro. Like, okay. okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Carson, if you still work for these douchebags, you're a douchebag. You suck. Go fuck yourself.
Not on RC, but on my little Equinox, it's killing me. I can't imagine what it's like for 10 of those.
Oh yeah.
I took a little Dodge Journey in a trailer.
Well, I apologize because I didn't know all your videos were done like that. When I heard it was like, I watch your videos for free, and then
I didn't know your videos are done like that because I don't fucking actually follow true crime. I just collect money for it.
This one's like got to be paid for. That's what made me make it. But if you do that with all your videos, I absolutely apologize. That was just my thoughts.
Yeah.
That's because I don't follow you
when we can.
I don't do any research.
We release it to members for maybe a week, and then it's released publicly. With this one, we're only releasing it to members like for 2 days, and that's it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Either way, I believe you guys deserve it. I totally support you. We support you. Our family supports you, and we totally believe in what you guys do. I mean, if we didn't, we wouldn't support you, but we absolutely do, and that's what we said from the gate.
Can I ask you a question since we got you here? Is there anything like, are the police saying there's things that y'all can't?
Make sure to subscribe to Down the Rabbit Hole News, y'all. You did great.
Say, or y'all being hushed in any kind of way? Like, don't release this yet, or you can release this, but don't release that.
I will tell you something in particular. In the Kylie video, as I was one of the editors for that video, there was information in there that I specifically left out because I'm trying not to name names, because in the Nick interview, there were sections that it was like, okay, if this isn't the person we think it is, we're potentially ruining his life.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I didn't put my name on it till I was absolutely certain that there was nothing else around there.
That's very interesting.
On the 16th.
Let me play that one
where
more time.
Her location was.
Let me play that one more time.
In his life, because in the Kylie video, as I was one of the editors for that video,
okay,
there
There's some accountability right there, buddy.
There was information in there that I specifically left out because I'm trying not to name names because
Jagger, you mean?
In the Nick interview, there were sections that it was like, okay, if this isn't the person we think it is, we're potentially ruining his life.
Right. So you left his name out, but you still fucking implied it. You dickhead.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I didn't put my name on it till I was absolutely certain that there was nothing else around there.
Thanks, Jonesy. I like you, Will. You're a riot. Here's $5.
Where her location
I appreciate it.
Bye.
Thank you.
Sonar, satellite imaging. Because
Right.
that's what I do. I look because I'm disabled. So I sit in my house in a studio and I send it to you guys. I send it to the FBI. I send it to the police department. Of course, both of these two, Dolly and Betty. And I sent it to them and I tagged everybody, emailed it to you guys, everything on the 16th. The thing that upset me is if people would have paid attention to a smaller channel, then maybe we could have got her out sooner. And we're not talking about Adventures with Purpose at all.
I got one other question.
FBI
Maybe
paid attention to this.
Yeah, let him talk. Let him stock Stone.
Stone, let me
Crack that whip, Betty. Tell Dolly to shut the fuck up. Let that guy talk.
ask this. Now, as far as the things that y'all were able to see in the vehicle, was y'all able to see the cell phone, maybe a cord plugged in, key in the ignition, any of that stuff that you could give us information to?
Okay, actually, no. She just my bad.
No,
she just let this asshole talk.
Been in the vehicle?
There were Truly cans in the vehicle.
Yeah,
and I don't know. Yeah, there were Truly cans, and then the first time Nick looked through the vehicle, you could also see joint rolling paper in the vehicle.
Oh,
which is very odd if you take Nick's story into account.
It's so odd that a 16-year-old girl coming from a party would have fucking rolling papers in Northern California in her car. Wow, yeah, that's really odd.
Count.
Idiot.
It's like it doesn't make sense because all he saw was a perfume bottle the day after, supposedly, allegedly.
Right. And then I saw the Truly can too. Can you confirm that she was actually in the hatch?
Oh yeah, in the hatch, 100% in the hatch. It doesn't make sense. Like, and I looked at the interior of a Honda CRV, and the headrest, there's like maybe like 8 inches of space in between.
To fit between it and the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. The only way
in the ceiling.
I mean, the only way she could have gone back there is if she.
Dolly's so stupid that it always makes me laugh. It's just so fucking dumb.
Went like floated vertically in that little gap. That doesn't make sense either.
Back there, because my thought is it's the windows. It's that passenger window broke out. It's the back window half cracked. It just tells me, at least just, I've been wrong about this case from the beginning. So this could be wrong.
You think?
Car is full.
I've been wrong about this case. You've been wrong about every fucking case, you idiot. You've been wrong about every fucking case. What the fuck are you talking about?
It was full of people. I mean, there were at least more than 2, in my opinion.
I know
we're in for the long haul. I just got a notification. Yeah, we're in this for the long haul, y'all. Get comfortable, pour yourself a drink.
Went to her vehicle to go.
We're gonna have some fucking fun,
and that's all I know.
Was there any way to tell what gear the vehicle was in? Because I noticed PIs came out, and a lot of people are saying he's not credible, but he's saying that this vehicle was possibly in neutral.
Yeah. If you look at the video, if you've seen the video, me and Doug, we were watching the video together as it was being edited, and the vehicle's coming out. And if you look at both wheels, they're spinning. They're not dragging, they're spinning. That's a telltale sign that the vehicle's in neutral, which doesn't make any sense. If you're driving somewhere, if you're driving home especially, why would you all of a sudden put the vehicle in neutral? The only thing I could think of, if maybe she is intoxicated, is it possibly she's trying to put it in park as like an emergency brake? But then you have to like press a button, and then I don't know.
I also noticed on the CRV that the neutral is above drive, and I'm wondering if somebody in the driver's seat was getting out through the passenger window because it was broke out. Listening
to this fucking idiot brainstorm is just fucking gold content, bro. Like I look at her face. Look at her face, bro.
That maybe they might have hit that gear because it's up, not down.
Right.
I
mean, it's all possible.
Yeah,
There's so much that you can theorize.
It's all possible.
I believe.
Now, AWP never flipped the vehicle, right? The police did that.
Yeah. We got kicked off the scene after FBI showed up.
So the driver's window busted
because you fucking people are not fucking investigators. You're just a bunch of fucking idiots with equipment that detects metal.
That when they flipped the vehicle.
No, the driver's side window was already busted.
The driver's side, I thought it was the passenger driver's side, like the front.
It might have been the passenger. I just know one of the windows.
Yeah, I've got it here.
Listen, it's simple, people. It's fucking simple. Okay. Again, car going down, water, air back here. She climbs back after she kicks out the window, but it's filling up with water more. So she climbs to the back. It's simple. Idiots, morons, stupid fucking people. Shut the fuck up.
I wrote it down. It's the let's see. I've got the back passenger window was halfway down, and the front passenger window was fully broken.
And when y'all noticed the vehicle underwater, was the side view mirror still intact underwater, or did that get broken being pulled out of the water?
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. It all happened really fast. Like the moment Nick went down, it was super quick. And then it was his first time assessing a vehicle. No offense to Nick, but if Doug was down there, he would have done a more full assessment. But it was great training for Nick, as he is a new diver. We're trying to get new 2 teams out on the road.
Yeah,
and doing a great job. I have to applaud you guys on it.
I have to applaud you guys. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And I'm a big supporter of you guys. Have for years. So.
Oh, a big supporter.
Yeah, I just learned about you guys not too long ago. So I've been trying to binge watch the stuff to catch up with.
I've been trying to binge watch the stuff.
How y'all do it?
How y'all do it?
What do you think about law enforcement when they get?
Look at Betty's face, bro. She's like, I want to beat him. Like I beat everybody. When's the right moment where I get to beat the shit out of this lover?
Guys, the map and said, hey, we searched here. How did they overlook something that was just right off the bank like that? Is that common that the police overlook something?
Like, she's not even mad, but she's mad.
With a newer vehicle, it comes up differently on sonar. 100%. A newer vehicle will give you misreads, and that's because an older vehicle will have sediment built up on the top layer of the vehicle for it to absorb sonar a lot better.
Yep.
So, it's very likely that they could have missed
the other guy's like, yep, like he's a fucking expert, like he knows.
But also places the theory of what if this is foul play, if whoever found out that law enforcement searched that lake, they just put her in there.
Look at her face, Cherry. Yeah. Just look
at it. That's what some speculation is, but that we've been hearing about on the internet. I just don't want to believe that children can do something like this, but it is apparent to me that something else more. Definitely, it appears that more went on out there than
Carson. I noticed you said,
but it was proven that it wasn't, because you're a fucking moron.
That you don't think it's possible that the body could have floated back there. So does that make you lean more towards this is some type of foul play?
Yes. I'm gonna go confidently and say like 90% of.
I haven't even begun to torture you motherfuckers yet. I'm about to switch over right now because this stupidity is getting on my nerves. So I'm about to switch over to something else. Yeah, folks. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you guys are gonna hate me. Oh yeah. So this is poetic justice because this fucking moron shouldn't even be on YouTube. But I'm gonna put a blast on her so that so that YouTube gets wind.
I love diving and pulling up garbo from the bottom of Lake Huron, and I save it. It's all over my house. I have old razors, old glasses. I keep old pieces of china, beach glass that I wrap and give away. But I'm more of a true crime gal. I'm into missing persons and murdered persons. And I don't follow any dive channels. I don't know about any dive channels.
I'm a fucking idiot.
So my first introduction.
I'm a fucking idiot, and how I handle true crime means that I get sued for $10 million fucking dollars that I don't have, and this is just me nailing my own coffin right here. This is what that is.
A dive channel that exists on YouTube was via this case that I covered. And their behavior was just so icky throughout the whole thing and so disingenuous and dishonest. It became obvious
Y'all
to the naked eye
me right now.
Right. So that's kind of to answer that guy, Nug, I think his name is. But before we get to all this, yes, I voted.
Nobody
yes,
gives
I
a
voted.
fuck.
Who voted? If you voted, put your hand up. Put your hand in the air. I dragged my ass
put your hand up
to the voting station
fucking
and voted. The polling station, whatever.
He fucking sucks.
And waited outside in line. Like it's been a long time since I waited. Hi, Crystal Moore.
There was a fucking line at the voting booth. Can you believe it? That there was a fucking line in the voting booth.
And 5, 6, 7, 8. How dare you this cover after recording a call?
Oh God.
Hit bricks. 5, 6, 7, 8. Wrenches, delete, please. Hi, John Ginn.
Hit delete. Glare is streaming you right now. Hit delete. We don't say the G word in here. Fucking Morbid was streaming her the other night, and she got so triggered. She was like, we don't say the G word in here. Claire is a mod for Morbid, and Morbid used to be Misery, and we don't say the G word in here.
You voted early, Beverly Ann. Well, aren't you special? Aren't you special?
Yeah,
it took me a while.
She voted before you.
Care enough to go, right? I just don't think anything changes, right? It's like the Who song. Meet the new.
Okay, yeah. You're so proud of the fact that you voted, and then somebody one-upped you in your own fucking chat, and now you're like, it doesn't do anything. Voting doesn't do anything.
Boss,
what a fucking
same as
idiot.
the old boss.
Calamity Jade, thank you. I just don't understand.
I went and stood my ass in the cold because
the back of the vehicle closest to banks, science, not conspiracy, get flipping underwater, but wouldn't do that. Yeah, exactly. Because the engine's not the fucking heaviest part of the fucking car. People fucking are stupid. Totally. Calamity Jane, thank you. I wish, but she'd know it was me.
I didn't think it was as cold as it actually was out, and I showed up and ended up waiting outside because the lines were so long. So people are clearly worked up this midterm. They're clearly all fired up about something and out there wanting to make their voices heard, and that's good. That's a good thing. That's democracy in action. So I went and did it, but
I'm the only one that matters. All those other fucking people voting, because majority is a thing, but it doesn't matter because I voted.
Really, only because my husband pulled a Barry Morphew and basically told me go vote.
What did we do
and
to
go
deserve
vote straight
this?
Republican, or I'm kicking your ass out of the house.
You subscribe to my channel,
like,
is what you did.
Right, I said, what about the props though? What do I vote on the props? He's like, vote no on all of them, even the reproductive rights one. He's like, they got some trickery. They got some.
I can't believe she still has a husband. Like, does her husband understand that they're gonna fucking be living in a cardboard box within like a year? Does he get that?
Got some trickery in that prop. Don't fall for it. Don't vote for it. So I went in there and I voted. I did as a dutiful wife does. I obeyed my husband except on the reproductive rights prop. I voted yes. Like, you ain't getting this vote. You ain't getting this.
Wow.
So I voted yes on it because I believe in that. And you know, my reasons are for another day, but nevertheless, I did vote. So if you voted,
type a 1 if you think Kay looks hot right now.
Good for you. Congrats. I did too. So the first guy to resign from Adventures with Purpose, like I've been calling for 3 days for them to make it. I think a lot of us have been saying, like, are you gonna say something?
Dance
like,
puppets.
You can't just keep putting videos out and not responding to this at all. And the first guy to actually resign, like, so Doug gave this week.
I love you
like,
guys.
I'm not even gonna play it. It's just all about him, blah blah blah. I'm a good guy. Don't associate
just
me
so
with
you
this.
guys know, like, yeah, Kay is totally Cherry's type, just so you guys know. You know why? Because she fucking has cheese in her pants. That's why she's Cherry's type.
We got a code, blah blah blah. But this all falls on deaf ears to me because I'm already suspect of him. I'm already like, don't trust him because
he's a kid.
Went along with this stupid roadside assistance thing.
You're a fucking idiot. First of all, he wasn't there on the roadside assistance thing. Second, he's a fucking kid.
It was so damaging to the online speculation about the case because it's a farcical. And don't listen to Squirrel
It's a
Girl.
farcical.
She's ridiculous.
I got a channel because I have a thesaurus.
Pick at the AAA in Sparks, Nevada. You don't need to make the call. You don't need to bother these people. I've already done the work. He does not work there.
Bring it.
So he's continuing to gaslight in his own way for his own reasons. I don't know why. But yeah, he does not do roadside assistance. He was not in Boca. He never saw Kylie in Boca. Just flat out complete. And no, the authorities are not keeping the dash cam footage hush hush. He simply doesn't work there. It was all a ruse. And it was a really horrible ruse. And I just simply don't believe that Doug didn't know it was a ruse. He had to have known it was a ruse. But anyway, I'm not really familiar with, I don't know the whole team.
Dude, look at her, bro. Like, she's the fucking lady that's closing out the bar that you're trying to, if you're a bartender, you're just trying to fucking get rid of her. Like, hey, lady, hey, we're closed. Can you fucking go home? I don't know what you got waiting for you back there, but you can't be here anymore. You got to get the fuck out. Just give me another shot. No, get out. Get the fuck out.
I don't know them by sight. I'm not a follower. I never watched a single video they've done. I've watched a couple of 30-second clips that were sent to me for research and understanding purposes, but I don't really know the whole team. I don't know everything.
Okay. She doesn't know anything, but she knows everything, apparently. She's talking about it like she knows everything. It was all a ruse, but I've only seen 30-second clips that people send me here and there. Fucking idiot.
No, I take that back. We did last night, right? We showed the icky, gross, like where Jared puts his hands all over people, and yeah. That and his sister in the RV. I'm gonna go have sex with my sister in the.
Can we say live from Legend in my own mind? Thank you, Amy L. Vinson. I love it.
He's a typical malignant narcissist in that he takes great pleasure in fooling people and get them to dance around on his strings coming out of his fingertips. I mean,
speaking from experience,
that's evil. It's crazy evil to take advantage of stupid people. What you should be doing with stupid people, stupid, gullible, naive people need help. They need work. They need nurturing. to learn not to be stupid and gullible. They shouldn't be played with like a cat toys with a mouth. I mean, that's evil. That shows you're evil.
You mean like the channel that you had that got fucking canceled and taken away from you, and now those people woke up, and now you have this pathetic little fucking channel where you have fucking how many people watching? Hold on, let me see. She has fucking 22 likes, 99 people watching. Oh my god.
Jared. So I'm not really sure who this guy is, but he gave this sort of resignation, and he's the first to resign, so that's kind of a big deal. So let's watch a few minutes of that.
To try to address the issue that should have been addressed by now, which we were all hoping for better leadership in this.
Yep, their boss, Jared, has left them all twisting in the wind. They're all like, this awful skeleton has come out of the closet. It's not really our problem. It's your problem, Jared. We weren't with you 30 years ago. And Jared has kind of left them all holding the bag.
This lady's so fucking gross, bro. Like, this is a lady who fucking showed up to the Chris Watts house, to the Watts house, to the crime scene, and she fucking collected rocks like a fangirl as souvenirs. Like, that's the caliber person that we're looking at right here, folks.
And let me be very clear. I don't support in any way, shape, or form any harassment of Doug, of this guy, of this Nugs person who I'm going to show. Not even a whiff, not even a scintilla of harassment. Be an observer, not an involver. I think I just had a light bulb moment. Be an observer. Sit back and observe. Okay, you don't need to.
I just put Cherry on fucking timeout for fucking putting her fucking channel in the chat. She's gonna be so fucking mad. I'm gonna get in so much trouble, y'all.
Always sound off. You don't need to always go after people. You don't always need to begin harassing people in their comment section and up in their emails. Sometimes just sit back and observe. Take it all in and wait.
You mean like how much you fucking like doxed people? Like, you got your channel taken away because you doxed people like a serial killer. Like a serial killer kills, you doxed people. It was insane.
Wait for it to all play out. Okay, wait for the people who are paying attention to kind of will help you and walk you through what's playing out. But this guy, rightfully so, is frustrated. He's like, should have been dealt with by now.
But he was a piece of shit 5 minutes ago.
I shouldn't have to be dealing with this, but here I am. I have to. So let's continue.
Which is why I have officially resigned from being part of the
what's she watching?
Search team, which I don't need to mention.
Like, what's she watching? Like, look at what shows up on her feed. Chris Isaac, Wicked Game. Like, I could just see her drunk ass being like, fuck, this is amazing. What a wicked game you do.
It's pretty obvious that
oh my god, I wish Chris Isaac's big fucking nose would be in my vagina.
Been a part of in the past. I will live my life with integrity and morale and knowing that I did the right thing and made the right decision, which I hope you guys can support.
Cherry will be back in 300 seconds, y'all. Relax.
And then it does this like weird intro. I don't know what he was going for here. It's kind of melodramatic.
Hey guys, Josh Cantu here with an update.
Josh No Can.
You guys may know me for my behind the scenes content and my video work with the search team for the past year and a half. But there's some things that have been brought to the light that the team and I were not aware of, and not aware of until very, very recently.
So he wants to make clear there that I think what these guys are going to do, and of course I don't blame them. They're going to say that they didn't have access to the Adventures with Purpose support inbox, that Jared was, surprise, surprise, less than honest with his cousin who he was conversing with.
She's so stupid.
About who had eyes on the exchange between him and his cousin. So I think what these guys are going to say is they're going to say, we had no access to that inbox. That was his inbox, his and his alone. And so we've all been smacked in the face with this, just like the rest of you.
Oh my God.
We're all shocked.
I'm in so much
and blown away.
I'm in so much trouble, y'all.
By these accusations, just like the rest of you.
I'm in so much trouble.
We're not okay with it. And it has created this avalanche of momentum, which it should have when it needed to, against certain things that allegedly have happened with someone that we trusted. It is currently Tuesday, November 8th, 11:14. And I just wanted to come on here and try to tell you about Josh Cantu. So I am not going to be speaking about the things that one of our members and may be going through, because I'm not allowed to, which is fine. It's not my place, which is why I have officially resigned from being part of the search team, which I don't need to mention. It's pretty obvious that I have been a part of in the past. If you are unaware of what is going on right now, that is because it has not hit the mainstream yet, because it is not proven yet.
That's not why.
In court. Which is fine, and I'm not here to tell you if it is or is not true.
Because
I personally,
it's because nobody really gives a fuck. In the mass level of things, nobody gives a fuck. It's not newsworthy.
I do not know, and it's not my business to talk about. But what I do know is that my reaction and the reaction of my teammates are not going to be sticking around.
Look at her, she's nodding off. She's about to pass the fuck out. Like her hat is fucking weighing too much on her fucking head, whatever the fuck that thing is.
Find out. We are pretty set on sticking to our morals, to our integrity, especially as fathers and just decent human beings.
Like, where did she get that hat? Did she like go onto the Humpty Dance fucking website and order it? Like, they had to put that thing on a fucking dolly to fucking deliver it to her door.
But I do want to say that I do not condone the activities that have been reported.
I'm gonna do it again,
and
Cherry. I'm gonna do it again.
Justice needs to be served. If there's a case.
Okay, so look, I'm not happy at all that this guy's life has been imploded by Jared. Like, not at all. As far as I'm concerned, these guys are Jared's victims. Even if, and I will say, even if,
well,
there wasn't.
We'll see you in 300 more seconds, Cherry.
Hanky, they knew there was some hanky panky going on with Roadside Nick. I understand why a lot of people don't like care about the whole Roadside Nick thing. Like, I care so much about it because for me, I'm such a stickler for how one little lie can cause, like he said, an avalanche of momentum. And that one little lie, this is what I need these guys from Adventures with Purpose to understand. That one little lie that was put in that production from Roadside Nick caused an avalanche of momentum that caused untold drama for Kylie's family, Kylie's friends, Kylie's ex-boyfriend, and the whole internet. The whole internet has been arguing and debating over that one little lie. And so, I would just say, I would hope that at some point they would see fit to just clear the air in terms of the whole roadside thing and just admit that it was filler, that it was farcical filler, and they didn't really think about how damaging it would be, how they would be winding up the mob, how easy it is to wind up the peasants with pitchforks, with stupid, thoughtless lies. That's why truth is so important. Because if you tell the truth and they get angry, then so be it. They're angry then at the truth. At least they've gotten the truth. At least part of that equation is authentic. But if you anger them with a lie, you've tainted the whole process. And you guys, you interfered with the investigation, which caused great stress and anxiety for her mom, who should have been able to just grieve without all of that.
Oh, you mean like Ray Andriacchio, who's suing you for $10 million for fucking tormenting her with your channel? You mean like the Ruchek family that you tormented for years? You mean like every other fucking victim's family that you've tormented and lost your channel for?
She was in the throes of the early stages of grief, and she shouldn't have had to have dealt with that ginormous stupid lie. It was such a pointless, stupid lie. And Roadside Nick is still continuing. He's still trying to claim that he was there and it was 100% her. He's still winding up the mob, and it's just
Tiffany Taboo. She already has. Cherry has my balls in a fucking box.
You guys with Adventures with Purpose, you either need to
please
clear
tell
the
us
air
what they should do
with him publicly.
Please tell us
for the sake of the case
do.
and for the sake of Kylie's friends and family, and Kylie's a victim here. Her family and friends are still victims. They're victims too. So if you care about victims, you'll do this.
Right.
Because it's the right thing.
Because you care
either
about
need
victims.
to clear the air,
right.
or you need to completely remove that section with him from the video and disassociate yourself from him. Because if he is talking to people and he's claiming, I'm for sure it was Boca, and for sure they have video, and the company I work for,
the hat is fucking with her brain. She can't think now.
They've told me to sit down and shut up, and there is no video. And I spoke with 2 different law enforcement
yes,
agencies.
she does, Shaby. Thank you.
He's full of crap. He's full of absolute crap. There was no Boca sighting. There was no Boca roadside assistance call.
You know what's really funny is I agree with everything that she's saying. It's just that, coming from her, she's totally full of shit. She's totally full of shit. What she's trying to do, Patricia Sell, thank you so much. Cherry. Yes, she does. Bum, 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 bum. She's totally full of shit. She is what she's trying to do, because she doesn't have any fucking money. She can't even afford a lawyer for her $10 million lawsuit that she's going through right now, and she can't even afford a plane ticket to get to Mississippi for court. So what she's doing right now, she thinks is somehow going to hold some sort of water and help her in her lawsuit. She's trying to save face, which all she's doing actually is showing that she knows the difference between right and wrong. She's showing that her actions prior to this are malicious. And it's really, really funny to watch her do this bullshit. It's fucking hilarious.
AAA don't even know who he is. So he's still lying. And by him lying, he's still making you guys look bad. Just my opinion on things. All right, let's move on to the next guy. And the next guy is actually an affiliate.
An affiliate.
Or friend. My understanding is that
An
this guy
affiliate
worked with Adventures with Purpose, worked with Jared specifically on the Nashville case. The one, I think, where the wife fainted. The one that I heard about from Sam.
Yeah.
And from another source that I had.
You mean the guy that you secretly recorded and posted and played your so-called bullshit interview when it was actually a private conversation and you posted it and called it an interview? You mean that Sam? You fucking piece of shit.
That I had that the wife fainted. And there was a kerfuffle between Jared and some of the other, and Sam and some of the other people on that. Like, dude, like, this is terrible. Like, you went ahead of police. You're not supposed to be doing that. You went and knocked on a victim's wife's door with cameras rolling to tell her that you found her husband, and she fainted. Like, this poor lady fainted. I mean, that's evil. That's really fucking evil.
Wow.
And so that I was told that's
right, because spreading lies about a woman who lost her son to what looks to be a murder but was ruled a suicide. That's not evil. Spreading lies and slandering her, that's not evil. Okay.
That's kind of where everybody parted ways. So this guy seems to be somehow, this Nug guy seems to be somehow associated with that case. So let's have a listen to what he has to say. I'm going to jump to, once the ads are over, I'm going to jump to a timestamp where I thought it kind of got interesting.
Today.
Best chat.
Oh, but, shit, it's Lars Ulrich.
Where was I?
Just how horribly disappointing.
Yeah, it's super disappointing.
Where was I? You were suing Metallica. You were suing Napster.
And I also want everybody to know, just so you know exactly where I stand. What has happened to Jared's cousin, to Jared's sister, and to any other victims out there is unforgivable. There is no rehabilitation. There is no forgiving. There is no, he's grown.
Wow, amazing. Somebody who actually fucking spoke up for the victims. Good for you,
person, buddy. It's been 30 years. Look at all the great things he's done. None of that matters when it comes down to what you did in the past that was this horrible.
Look at Kay. Her fucking cheese between her legs just melted.
And after listening to his sister, man, I'm convinced between the emails and the sister's live stream that she did that this is bad for Jared, and he's over. He's done. This everything is done. What he created, done. AWP, it's forever tarnished. He created that channel. It's his channel. I don't know the whole behind the scenes with him signing over CEO and all this stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of Reddit threads out there.
There's lots of stuff that I don't have facts on, so I can't really say for a fact that I know. I've heard that he signed it over to somebody else. I don't know that for a fact.
Grandmaster said Sophos. Really thanks, buddy.
Because the team that goes out, Josh and Carson, Doug, these other guys, Nick, I think, I don't know some of the new guys, but they're done. I know for a fact Josh quit. He put his video out today. Doug, there's not much he can say. He put out an emotional video today. But a lot of people are trying to decipher his video as like some kind of like always damage control. No, I looked at that video and I seen a grown man who has been kicked in the gut, who's heartbroken, who thought he was part of an amazing thing, and come to find out it's all.
I didn't see that at all. I saw an opportunist dickhead who was only thinking about himself and put out a fucking video just thinking about himself, whining and crying.
Created by a monster.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor with a long beard.
So I don't see Doug lying. I don't see his video as anything more than he just needed to say something before he loses his mind.
He lost
No. Sorry, dude. You're wrong.
his friend, his job, everything all in one.
He looked up to Jared. We all looked up to Jared. And
that's because you're all douchebags.
We all just got slapped right in the mouth. I mean, it was like, it's still
you got slapped in the mouth by a fucking kitty rapist dick.
Unbelievable. So
someone just said Britt quit also.
Britt didn't quit. Britt is back. Britt had himself some issues with his channels. I
think they meant AWP.
Well, either way, Britt does Britt. No. Britt is Depths of History. Britt's always been Depths of History, just like all of us have our own channels. We've never been on Jared's payroll. We've never been part of the team. We all came together as divers and helped search in Nashville. What was dude's name in Nashville?
Bill Simmons.
Bill Simmons.
Ryan Upchurch.
That was the main purpose for
That's our guy.
We pulled out 17 cards. We had a lot of fun doing it. At the end of the trip, Bill was found, and Team Waters found Bill.
So I have a source that I
don't.
talked to back
No,
in
you don't.
September.
No, you don't.
And
you're a liar.
Who told me about the Bill Simmons case?
You're
You guys will
100%
remember. I
full
talked
of
about
shit.
it back in September. And Sam and I also talked about it. And that Bill Simmons case seems to was a real turning point in the relationship between Sam and Adventures with Purpose and possibly this guy. I don't know. I don't know how this guy is so blissfully unaware of all the drama that happened surrounding the Bill Simmons case, because I was told by a source very close to that case.
No, you weren't.
And by Sam, that there was some really gross behavior.
I love that she has the fucking audacity to claim Sam as a source. Like when she fucking recorded him without his consent and put it out there for content. When that dude straight up, like, I mean, unbelievable. This lady is fucking unbelievable.
Behavior by Jared, like camera crews rolling while a wife's being told and the wife feigning, and Jared still wanting to include it, and there being some drama surrounding that, and some people being, again, with the missing of the red flags and clues. So is everybody being so competitive and wanting to like snake pit and climb over one another and get as much as you can off of one another that you are?
You mean like you did with Sam?
Scummy behavior? Is that what it is?
You mean like you did with Sam? Right.
It's kind of what it sounds like. What it is.
Rest his soul. They did a great job. Dennis, he passed away recently, and it's very heartbreaking. But
someone wrote, "I really hope AWP can continue." I don't think they understand what AWP really is.
The Dennis that he's referring to is Dennis Waters, and that dude was the real deal. AWP is just basically capitalizing on the road that he paved. Him and his wife. Her name escapes me, unfortunately, but morbid reality. He was actually in direct contact with them, and Dennis, unfortunately, he passed in October. But they have been diving and finding missing people in water for since 2008. Beautiful people. very Tammy Waters. Thank you so much, Emily. Tammy Waters. They are beautiful people, amazing people. And unfortunately, Dennis is no longer with us, but they have done amazing things. Those are heroes. Those are beautiful, amazing people who did this not for glory, but to genuinely help people. And AWP has done nothing but use what they do to capitalize and glory hunt. Fuck AWP.
Stands for Adventures with Purpose, and the words Adventures with Purpose will now be forever known as something that someone who did something horrible created. You know,
they were already seen
that's
that way
like-
by smart people. They were already seen that way by intelligent people who saw what they did with the Kylie Rodney case. They perverted a beautiful idea of getting in the water and finding missing people and bringing closure to families. That's what the Waters did. Adventures with Purpose just perverted that idea to capitalize. It's gross. So don't sit here and be like, oh, well, you know, the legacy is over. Like, no, dude. Like they're shitbags. They've always been shitbags. And if you were part of that, you were shitbag too.
That's like, I mean, I don't know. That's like some just. I don't want to talk about other people, you know, like other terrible people, but it's just it's a spoiled name now. It's tarnished.
Yeah, and
it's forever
an entity that he alone owns. It's not Doug's. It's not.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like there's I don't know how big channels like that are, but in my experience, there is no board. I mean, they're like I have a large channel. You know, I'm not by no means a millionaire, but I mean I pay my bills. But it's me and my wife. You know, my wife is. She's the one. She's the board. You know, if I die, she can do what she wants with the channel. But
oh, shut the fuck up, dude.
And besides, you know, he's had a tough go to too.
I'm sorry. He's being cagey.
I'm sorry.
You know, and I don't mean to be disrespectful. I'm not at all. But he's being cagey.
No. I don't mean to be disrespectful, even though I have no fucking concept of the word respect.
This guy, as much as I like him off the bat, and I think he's being pretty straightforward and honest, he's being cagey about the situation with Sam and Jared. And about them being there and him being involved in this, you know, the fainting lady situation. He's being cagey about it.
You know, but you know, Sam, he's got a great personality. I think he's good for camera. It's just, you know, I don't know if he really wants that spotlight. But either
I hate to break it to you, but Lars Ulrich isn't dead. I mean, his ability to play drums is pretty much dead, but he's still alive. He was just at that tribute for Taylor Hawkins. Yeah. He's not dead.
But either way, I mean, if he did, you know, he'd be all right. Right. So all
right, let's go forward to the 35-minute mark where I was going before.
Some wishy-washy mashed up version of like, oh, when I was a kid, you know, I was in a family, there's a lot of abuse, all this stuff. So like he probably made himself out to be the victim along with his siblings.
Let's back up a little bit more. Sorry.
You know, I'm sure
learned about. I mean, I guess what I mean, I found out through you at Saturday. I mean,
look at this guy rocking the Ryan Upchurch stash.
Just like shocking, like unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
Knew.
I think what everybody's saying, like everybody, they must have knew. If I'm just guessing here,
Oh, the
Jared
hamster.
told
Okay,
them
gotcha.
some
Was about that.
Wishy-washy, mashed up
Gotcha.
version of like, oh, when I was a kid, you know, I was in a family. There's a lot of abuse, all this stuff. So like, he probably made himself out to be the victim along with his siblings. You know,
Probably.
I'm sure
No, he
it was
did
something
that.
dumb like that to where he played the victim along with everybody else.
Right.
So it was probably some pity party like that. It's like, oh, that's forgivable.
Yeah, like he did in his
He would've
email.
said, yeah, I was the predator, and no.
Yeah, someone says, I work for a company and you can't about the emails.
Yeah,
No, it was his personal account. He didn't share that.
Rest in peace, Lars Ulrich, the hamster.
Doug had his own AWP email. He did not get into the official.
I don't know. But I know that once
Not in front of us.
it can't be too much longer. There's going to be more of Doug coming out, and Doug's watching these videos. Doug is, he's not gonna
Doug's
sit
vain
by
ass is
quietly
watching
and let
those
his name get
videos.
smeared like this. He's going to come out and be like, "Look, here's what I knew." He'll explain the email situation.
You know what I
He'll
love
explain
about
shit like,
streaming? You know what I love about streaming this fucking asshole? Not the guy talking, but the creator here, this fucking idiot with the fucking hat. You know what I love about it is she doesn't have the fucking balls to try to strike me because she's not supposed to be on YouTube at all. She knows it. That's why she's not monetized. She's greedy as fuck, and she needs money more than anybody on YouTube right now. Nobody needs money more than fucking canceled Karen over here because she's being sued for $10 million fucking dollars. So, but I love streaming this alt channel of hers that isn't supposed to be there. If YouTube gets wind of her being on YouTube, they're gonna fucking cancel her again. And so I think it's fucking fantastic. She wouldn't even dare. She has to sit here and just take it.
Yes,
I love it.
He'll say something like, "I never saw any of this. Jared never let me look at this stuff," or "I saw some stuff," or defend himself. He's not going to stay quiet about this.
And no, AWP cannot continue. It's literally Jared's. Well, it can continue without him.
Now, I don't know for a fact because it is a business. It's an LLC. I just don't know what's behind the scenes. But why would it continue? Nobody's going to work for it.
Right.
He's right.
You know, it's going to die off.
What is a good email?
For who?
Us.
Garrett Dork at Gmail.
Garrett Dork.
Are
you kidding me? Garrett Dork?
2 R's, 1 T. See? I can't do it.
Is that what he
Yes, you can go to like the, there's that. You can go to the about section. We didn't put anything in the
Cherry will be back in 300 seconds, folks. Don't fret.
All right, you all can go watch the full thing, but I'm gonna scrub forward over to 48. That's my next talking point. Or the next thing I want you to see.
They searched a lake and Kylie Rodney case, like all the drama. They need something. They need help.
She's gonna do the Humpty dance like any second.
1992, and according to his age, that does put him at 17.
Okay, the math is saying 17. So if it happened in 92, that would make him 17.
But he claimed he was 12 in the emails. Which he wasn't.
Dude, only a fucking like problem alcoholic would wear a hat like that. Seriously, like what the fuck is she thinking?
According to math, they're saying.
Yeah, that's doesn't make me feel any better. But
right.
Still, people are asking to explain the
right. I mean, essentially what he's saying, and why are we quibbling?
Okay.
it doesn't mean
I'll explain. So Sandy Hill, she's being sued for $10 million by a woman named Ray Andriacchio because her son Christian was, well, he's dead now, but the question is whether or not he was murdered or whether it was a suicide. And the evidence, when you explore it yourself, pretty much dictates that he was murdered. But the law enforcement had determined it to be a suicide. And she just basically made her, and really her motive for that was just to attack a creator named Kendall Ray. Because what she likes to do is try to start a fucking feud with big channels so that her channel would grow. And Kendall Ray did an incredible documentary on the Christian Andreacchio case. She did an incredible job, and she saw dollar signs and thought, okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge that video and call Kendall Ray an idiot and blah, 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 and try to discredit her. And she just used the idea that Christian Andreacchio actually committed suicide as content to challenge Ray Andreacchio, and she slandered Ray Andreacchio relentlessly. She defamed Ray Andreacchio extremely, like, relentlessly. It was really gross. It was really bad. But Ray Andreacchio is not one to be bullied. And so she filed a lawsuit against canceled Karen here. And canceled Karen here is now being sued by Ray Andreacchio for $10 million for defamation. And it's not an easy thing to prove unless you do it online with video like she did. So, and it's also not helpful to her case that her channel got canceled over it. So it's really interesting. And I've been covering and going over the lawsuit, but basically what she's been doing, this idiot here that we're looking at, she has been whining and crying to the judge. She can't afford a lawyer, and she's not showing up to court. And now, so far, where the case is, she has to pay, I think, $49,000 due to the attorneys that Ray had to retain, and so yeah, it's pretty funny. The case isn't going well for her. She's pretty much fucked. And yes, in my uneducated opinion, you're absolutely right. But it doesn't change the fact that the judge just ordered her to pay $49,000 because of flights that her attorney, that Ray Andreacchio's attorneys had to pay for, food, hotels, and lawyer fees. So yeah, so the judge just ordered her to pay that, which I don't even think she has that. So it's going to be fun to see what happens with this lawsuit, because she's losing, and she's losing real bad, simply because she just doesn't show up to court. And she basically she filed a motion to the judge, and in the motion, she basically admitted to her wrongdoing. She's fucked.
Doesn't make me feel any better about it. I mean, it's a heinous thing. And as I've been like painstakingly beating the drum, because I think there's important things that can be learned and extrapolated from this case, is that pedophilia is, or an attraction to prepubescent children, is not a predilection that can just be magically turned off. It's not a predilection that can be magically outgrown. It's a lifelong thing, and it looms there in the background. It's still very much still trying to be understood. Scientists and psychiatrists, psychologists are still trying to fully understand the mechanisms.
It's a sexual preference. The problem with it is that it victimizes people. So I say castrate them all. I say fucking castrate every motherfucker that thinks it's okay to fuck with kids.
Of severe pedophilia and pedophilia which involves prepubescent children. But for the most part, it's understood that it's a severe anomaly. And this is the kind of person that I am, okay? Because I know I joked about voting straight R, but I've voted Republican my whole life because
Jade, thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate it.
Am conservative minded. And part of the bedrock of conservatism is self accountability and self responsibility and taking responsibility for oneself and being self-reliant. And if you know,
I love that she's just stealing my fucking content, basically. I love that I'm streaming her now and she's basically just changed her tune altogether. And what she's doing is just using the basis for my content for her content, which is fucking hilarious.
that you have a problem, if you know that you have a problem with anger, or you know that you have a problem with drugs and alcohol, or you know that you have a problem with pornography, or you have a problem with child pornography, or you have a problem with wanting to rape women, or you have a problem with wanting to kill people, you know it. It doesn't matter how bad your problems are. You know them. It doesn't matter how big, ugly, and scary your demons are. You know them. You know them better than anyone. And you know you need to work on them rather than succumbing to them and letting them get the better of you and letting that side of you.
Like she thinks we all forgot like what she was doing with her prior channel. Like she thinks we all just forgot about it. Like, boop, now that it's gone, now that it's gone, you know, now I can just start fresh and just, you know, use Glara's content. Or basis
kick into
for
gear
it anyway.
To where you're victimizing and hurting people. And before we go into this next little segment here, I came about this monster, as Nug refers to him, and I agree. I came about this monster because of the Kylie Rodney case, because of the Adventures with Purpose brand's behavior. If they all want to put the entire everything on Jared, that's fine. Okay, fine. I'll go with that. They want to blame Jared for everything from the editing to the scheduling of interviews to the filming.
See, I don't agree with that. And actually, we're done with her. I'm annoyed by her already. No, I don't agree with that. These are grown men. You know, these are grown men. They were part of that production. They had to know what was going on. We just listened to fucking the executive producer on Bullhorn Betty's stupid fucking panel, and he like basically confirmed that, you know, we didn't name his name because we could be ruining his life, but they implied it. You know, they implied it. They were aware of what they were doing. That guy confirmed it. They're aware. So they're totally fucking accountable. Every member of AWP that was involved in the production of the Kylie Rodney video is absolutely accountable for the shit that Jagger has been going through and the shit that Kylie's family has been going through. They're absolutely accountable. And like I said, it really bugs me that it took Jared being a fucking pedophile, rapist piece of shit for that shit to be validated finally, you know, by everyone. It's really disheartening. I wish people would open their eyes as things are happening and not be blinded by fame and glory. It's really annoying, you know. I wish people would have a sense of right and wrong and listen to their sense of right and wrong when looking at things. Just because something looks pretty And just because something is dressed up nice, it doesn't mean it's right. So that's where I'm at on that. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to go back and watch my old folks movie that I was watching before this. Big shout out to Burt Toast for giving me for recording that Ryan Upchurch video that he put on private and being proactive in that way so I could go over it. I don't know why he put it on private. It's, you know what I mean? Like he was mad. I yelled and screamed when I was reading those emails on this channel. I was like, fuck that guy, you know. I don't know why he put it on private. Kind of weird. I'm guessing it has something to do with the legal issues. I think he challenged Jared to take him on legally, and he freaked out and got scared. And so, yeah, I think it has something to do with that. So, yeah. But Cuckchurch, talking to you, buddy. You still owe Xaname an apology. You still owe Ick and Mel an apology. And you still owe the Kylie Rodney family and loved ones an apology for your actions. I haven't forgotten about you. And I won't talk about you if you don't keep coming into this community. You're not welcome here until you make things right. Nobody wants you. So go fuck yourself. And guys, I love you guys very much. And we will do this again very soon, my friends.